The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Workbooks CRM, have you just started looking for a new CRM system, or maybe you looked at Workbooks some time ago and for whatever reason you haven't gone ahead? Well, this is the session for you to recap on the key features of Workbooks. Hello, my name is Tim Wilmot from Wizard Systems. Thanks for joining me, those listening live on this event, to show you the main capabilities of Workbooks CRM, what areas of your business it can address, and how my company Wizard Systems can help you implement your new CRM project. We run these short presentations on a fairly frequent basis, focusing on different aspects of workbooks and CRM. And in this one, I'm going to run through all of the basics in under half an hour, all of the key things that you need to know about workbooks, its key features. I'll give a short demo, I'll cover pricing, and the implementation options that we've got. Now, every organization is going to have different requirements for CRM. Everyone's got different requirements. This is just a general overview. Workbooks is very customizable. That's one of the key areas where it differs from other CRM applications. So if you want to explore Workbooks in more detail, please contact us at Wizard Systems and we can arrange more of a one-to-one specialized, more detailed discussion with you. Now, the audio part of this presentation is one way only. If you've got a microphone, don't worry, it's on mute. If you have any questions, please type those into the questions section on your meeting control panel, and I'll do my best to answer those at the end. Also, this live event is being recorded and it will be up on our YouTube channel as well. Just go up to Wizard Systems on YouTube. You'll see our workbooks playlist there with covering many of the other workbooks topics. Wizard Systems, we've been around some time now. We've implemented well over 3,000 CRM implementations, and Workbooks is a cloud solution, so you can be up and running very, very quickly indeed. And you can certainly implement the system yourselves, but we're here on hand to make sure you get the most out of the workbook system. So if you do need any help in implementing the system, migrating data from other applications into workbooks, customizing it to your requirements, giving you and your colleagues training, providing the ongoing support as well. So if you have any questions going forwards, we're here. We've got a friendly, responsive help desk to answer your questions. Then please bear that in mind. We've got any kind of service to make sure you get the most out of workbooks. So in working with any new organization that's contemplating a new CRM solution, we want to try and get at what are the key requirements there? What are the objectives you're looking to achieve? What are the issues? Are you replacing an older CRM system? Have you just started up in business and you recognize you need a tool for business development? You want to improve your customer service or improve the way that you manage your sales processes? There could be a combination of all those. So we really want to try and get at what are the key things that we want to try and achieve with workbooks. Now, what is workbooks? Well, it's a simple to use, affordable, central solution to help you manage information about your customers, your clients, your prospects, your leads, and indeed any business contact that you work with on a daily basis. So it's a very easy to use central system to manage all the information about those people. It's very customizable. You also use it to track your interactions with those people, to get it to give you reminders. It's a bit like your corporate memory, so it will remind you every day of the things that you've got to do, and it will help you prioritize your working day to make sure things get done. And as you're using it, you're building up a wonderful history of everything that you've done with a customer. All of your interactions, your emails, we can integrate with any email system so that as you send and receive your emails, they're being captured in the workbook system. We also have a very strong story on marketing. So as you're using workbooks, you're acquiring all this wonderful information about your existing customers and your potential customers. Well, why not use that in a proactive way to then deliver targeted marketing campaigns. And we interface to a number of mailing solutions to help you proactively get out messages and track the results, track the responses back in Workbooks. And if you're running any offline or online events, we have an events capability as well. So it can track the complete event process in one solution. One of the other differentiators of Workbooks compared to many other CRM solutions is the ability to create and track transactions, financial transactions. So things like sales quotations, orders, sales orders, invoices, purchase orders to suppliers, credit notes. It can do that. It's like a mini financial solution built on top of the solid CRM base. And it can then interface with other accounting solutions like Sage or QuickBooks or Xero for that complete end-to-end journey of a financial process. But as standard, we can track opportunities, sales opportunities, your sales forecast, so you can keep a finger on the pulse as regards your up-and-coming sales inquiries and your sales jobs. We can also track customer service. So in your company, in your organizations, do you have support people, customer service people, engineers, technicians? They too could be using Workbooks. So as well as your sales and marketing people using Workbooks, if you think about all of the other customer-facing people you may have in your organization, isn't it important that they're all using the same system? And that's what you can do with Workbooks. So those support people, they've got a different screen to track service calls and track contracts as well, all in the same application. Now, Workbooks, as well as it being a great personal productivity tool, it's a management tool as well. So if you are a business owner, if you're managing a department, it can be a great management tool to help you control what's going on, to see what's working well, what isn't working so well, help you make decisions. There's reporting capability in Workbooks and nice, appealing graphical dashboards as well, as I say, to help you make decisions, to track those KPIs that you want to know about in your business. Workbooks has been around a long time. It's a UK system. All the data is in the UK and is fully GDPR compliant as well. Okay, so let's dive into Workbooks proper. This is Workbooks. I've just logged in. It will work with any browser. It will work on your mobile devices as well. The first thing is that it's got that familiar look and feel. It looks like your Windows desktop with icons on your desktop, giving you shortcuts to commonly used things you want to do in Workbooks. And then over on the left-hand side or across the bottom of your screen, you can have the taskbar and your start menu. And depending on what level of access you've got, you have from your start menu the ability to quickly access all of the key components of Workbooks. With, in my example here, right at the top, people and organizations. That's at the heart of Workbooks, this database of all of the companies and contacts that you deal with. So we can pop into one of those. And this is a landing page, what we call a landing page in Workbooks, a bit like an Excel spreadsheet, showing me row by row all of the organizations in my system. You can filter on this information. You can drill down on any bit of information to fine-tune your search. There's an easy search facility in Workbooks as well, a bit like a Google search. It will find any information within the system. If I click on one of these records, though, let's go into this company, this organization record, and just give you an example of what Workbooks can look like. So going back to that familiar look and feel, we've got these records appearing as windows. They can be minimized, maximized. They can be pinned to your desktop as well. But Workbooks is very customizable. This is just an example of what an organization record can look like. And you can easily customize this system yourself. If there are fields here that aren't relevant to your business, you can remove them. You can add new fields. You've got drop-down lists giving you in each field typically the most common entries that would go into that field for validation. But on this record, typically we have tabs running across the top of the record. Initially, we're on the main tab, showing us the main information. In this example, the main information about this organization. Now, what you can do with Workbooks, and again, many other CRM solutions can't do this, is try and bring onto one screen, one form, all of the important information you want to know about this customer. So as well as the key contact information, if I just scroll down a little bit, we can also see an up-to-date summary of financial transactions with this customer as well, invoices that we've recently done, products that we've sold. We can also, a little bit lower down, we can be reminded about activities that are ongoing. Now, all of that information is available elsewhere in Workbooks, but it just gives you that handy one place to see the key information, the up-to-date financials, activities, or anything else that that particular user wants to see. And you can define this by user role, by job role. So if you're in marketing, for example, let me just go to a marketing person's view. So imagine now I'm a marketing person. Again, I see the same key contact details about this organization, but putting my marketing hat on now, maybe I want to know more about the company. I want to know more about their social network connections. And I'll come on to this later on, but we also have the ability to track marketing campaigns in Workbooks as well. So we can see most recent campaigns that we've targeted at this organization and the status or response of those mailings or events that or other activities that we've done. So a really customizable view depending on your job role to see what's going on there with that particular client. And then clicking on the tabs along this tab bar, we can see more detailed information about this company, this organization. So of course, we've got notes, we can attach files. We've got all the activities that we've done with anyone in this company. And we can schedule from here. In fact, you can schedule from many other places, but we can set up follow-up reminders. And those reminders too can be customized. So as well as tracking traditional things like a phone call or a meeting or a task, you can create specific activity types. Again, all very easy for you to set up. This is an example of a project activity. If you're getting into projects and you want to track more information about project tasks and billings and durations and so on, a very easy way of tracking all of those activities and seeing at a glance here all of those things that you've done and thinking about your team, not just yourself, but you're not working in a vacuum, your ability to see other people's activities as well, other colleagues' activities with anyone in this company. We can see their emails that they've sent to us, emails that we've sent to them, all there with the integration with Outlook or other email systems. We can see all of the people, all of the employees at this company. And I can dive into one of those, Alan, for example. And this now is a record of a person. It's laid out in a very similar way to the organization record, with initially we're on the main tab of this person's record. And this is pretty much standard Workbooks. If you started using it right now, this is what you're going to get, all of the ability to track the key information that you would expect, that of course their name, their job title, their contact details, phone number, address, email address, all of that information in there. But then going a little bit lower down, we can track other information as well. We've got that GDPR compliance built in. and the same look and feel to the tabs running across the top. You can have more tabs or less tabs as you want. So as well as the standard sort of CRM things that Workbooks can do, we can track opportunities, of course. So here are 3 opportunities on the go with Alan, and this is an example of an opportunity record. Something that we can do here is the ability to create quotations. So from that opportunity, I can create customer quotations. This is one I've done earlier here, quotation number 2. This is just an example of a quotation record. So within Workbooks, we can track products and services. We can track your price list and also rich information about those products as well. Pictures, more detailed descriptions. So this is an example of a quote within Workbooks, but we can then create a quotation, an actual quotation itself, a PDF quotation that's all built in within Workbooks. This is a fairly basic example, a simple example, but all of these templates can be customized by you with your own logo, terms and conditions, font styles, and so on. So an easy way of tracking all of the transactions against this particular opportunity. If I just close that down there a second and just go back to Alan's record, we can see 24 transactions that we've done with Alan, concerning Alan. There they all are there. And as well as quotes, we also have the ability, depending on which edition you go for, and there are 2 different editions of Workbooks. There's CRM Edition, which does all the normal CRM things. And then there's Business Edition, which does everything that CRM does, plus the ability to create orders, invoices, and credit notes, all the sort of financial stuff. So here we can see an invoice number 45, a similar sort of layout to a quotation. Again, we've got the tabs running across the top there to track all of the other related records to this invoice, but this is what we've invoiced there. Again, we could generate the invoice layout from there. We can email directly from the system as well, attaching the invoice and any other supporting documents, all within Workbooks. So a great way of tracking those financial transactions and also customer contracts as well. If you have customer service people, we can track support cases. So here are 14 support issues that we've tracked with Alan. You can also create different types of customer support queries as well with different screen layouts. But again, all very customizable. If I just dive into one of those at the top there. So here is that every case is numbered. So this is 1004, for example, but just an example of the layout of a customer support issue, and then running across the top of the screen there, all of the more detailed information you want to know about this support issue. For example, the 4 activities that we've done against this support issue, this case or ticket record. So there we are. That's Workbooks. There's a lot more to it, and every organization will differ as regards what they want from Workbooks. Some have very simple requirements, others have more sophisticated requirements. Workbooks can cover it all. Any kind of level of complexity, Workbooks should be able to track for you. So it's a great tool. You can start off in a simple way, but you know that you've got a tool that you don't need to throw away once your requirements go a little bit more sophisticated or a little bit more complex. You know you can stick with the same tool and just enhance it more, and you're in control. Let me just cover some of the pricing for Workbooks. Very simple pricing. Just remember the 2 different editions of Workbooks, CRM or Business. CRM Edition does all of the key things that you would expect of a CRM tool, and that is priced at £264 per user per year. There are other add-ons to Workbooks. So depending on what you want to do, if you want to integrate it with other systems, there may be some other costs. Once we know your requirements, we can give you a formal quotation for everything you need, so you know exactly what the commitment, what the investment is. Plus, we can provide any kind of training that you want, setup help, and ongoing support. Once we know your requirements, you may be a sort of organization that wants to do it yourself. That's fine. There's plenty of resources there for you to do that. But we're here on hand in the background with our help desk to make sure that if you do get stuck, we can provide assistance for you. Or on the other hand, we can do the whole job for you. Once we know your requirements, we can do the whole job for you. So that's a quick rundown of Workbooks in under half an hour. If you've got those listening live, if you've got any questions about anything that I've discussed or Workbooks in general, I'd be happy to answer those now. So just pop your questions into the questions section on your meeting control panel. I can only see a couple of questions. First question from Philip, is there a monthly payment? Depending on the term you go for, there could be some monthly payments. I've given the annual payment there. We also have a finance plan whereby if you want to also get some training from us or other items, you can put it on a monthly finance arrangement with us. So normally it's an annual, but there are some other options for monthly payments. Question from Jordan, can we import from ACT? Yes, well, there's two things here. First of all, you need to export the data out of ACT, so it won't immediately connect to ACT and transfer your information. But you'll need to understand what data you want to take out of ACT, and then either there may be one file, there may be multiple files in your ACT system. It might have been customized as well. But work with us on then how to get that data into Workbooks. It's fairly straightforward and also mapped to existing records and fields in Workbooks. So where you've got contact data, the person's name, the company name, their email address, their phone number, we need to, of course, there's fields for that in Workbooks. We need to map that over. So yes, it's generally a fairly straightforward thing to do, and you might need some assistance from us just to get the data out of your existing contact management system to prepare the data before it goes into Workbooks. Right, I don't think there's any more questions. So thanks very much for those of you listening live. If you're watching a recording, thanks very much for watching. Bear in mind, there's a trial version, 30-day trial version of Workbooks. Just go to our website, wizard-systems.co.uk. My name is Tim Wilmot, tim@wizard-systems.com. Please contact us also if you want that more detailed demonstration. If you've got half an hour to spare, we can do an initial demonstration with you and find out more about your requirements. Thanks very much and speak to you soon. Bye-bye.